welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Brady. How are you all doing? First of all, I'll start by apologizing for my absence. There's 2 weeks, guys. I had my niece-in-law, who is so close to my heart, involved in a ghastly accident that left her in a comatose. There was no way I could be all right to do videos. I've been so stressed out. If you look at me, I am still stressed out. This little girl has been so close to my heart, so it really hurts me to see that she is in that situation. So I am sorry for not being there. So today, excuse me, we'll be talking about parenting. We'll be talking about building a beautiful relationship between you and your child in whose life you have been absent due to a separation or a broken home. How do you build a perfect relationship between you and a child that you've not been in their life? You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, so that is what we're focusing on. So I'll start by saying thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time here, this is Brady. This is my face. This is me, and you'll always see me. So please do not leave without subscribing. And to you who has always been here, I know you missed me, but I was missing you guys too, but there was no way I could come. So I'm here now, and I've learned from that. I'll start, doing videos before time, so that if I can't do, I'll just go ahead and post. So I just want to say I love you guys, and I hope you guys are staying safe. So what I want to say today is I want to talk to those people who are having kids out of a broken home or a broken relationship. So I'll tell you a few points that you could use, to draw your children closer to you, and how you guys can live and have that child have a fulfilled life, because that's what we want. We want our little ones to have a fulfilled life. So it's sometimes unfortunate that we are unable to be in relationships where they have to be grown by mommy and daddy. So in the absence of mommy or in the absence of daddy, we struggle, as single parents, to groom our children. So if one day that child has to go and meet the other parents who had not been there since childhood, how do you build that relationship? So that will be our focus. And the first thing you want to do, if you are that parent who has taken a child that you have not been with them, you have not been with all your life or all their life, what you will have to do is to build a very beautiful link of love. Building a link of love will help that child draw closer to you. The next thing you want to do is to always have a frequent dialogue with that child. Dialoguing with that child will, let that child to air out their self. It will help you to understand who they are, and it will help that child to understand who you are. That way you will know whatever you guys could do, to move further, because you don't want to be in a house with a child that doesn't know you. You could be the father, yes, but he will not know you if you guys don't dialogue for you guys to understand the level of reasoning or how each of you reason. The next thing you want to understand is this: if you think that as a parent, I'm flashing you guys, so if you are a father or a mother who is providing for a child, at some point in life, you will think that, oh, I can buy my child a car, I give them a home to stay, I give them money, I do this, I do that. Okay, now that is just the material part of your parenting, okay, which is normal for every parent, because children will look at that as the duties of their mommy or the duties of their daddy. But what they want now is love. They want your presence. So don't think that by you providing this, providing that, you've done it all. No, you've not done it all. You need to build that love. You have to always be there to, dialogue with your children, to, talk to them, go close to them, so that they will get to understand who you are as a parent. Okay, so the other thing you want to do if you want to build a perfect relationship with your child is never to stop your child from talk to the other parent, because some of you or some of us parents, because of what had happened in our relationship, we tend to maybe hate on the other person. When you hate on the other person, what you do is you you want to maybe hurt them, and when you have your child, you're like, okay, it's over, you're not talking to your mom again, or it's over, you're not talking to your dad again. Listen, when you do that, you're satisfying yourself, but you dissatisfy the whole life of that child, because their emotions are going to be everywhere. They are going to be stressed out. They will be so morally broken. How would you stop a child from talking to his mother? How would you stop a child from talking to his father? I mean, those are things you don't have to do. Okay, so the next thing you don't want to do as a father or a mother, if you are trying to build a close relationship with your child, is to give them punishment. Correct? Yes, children will always do something that is wrong. Every parent has a way of punishing the child, but how do you punish a child? It has to be punishment correct, not a transferred aggression. Don't say, oh, this thing I will punish the child. No, if a child does something that you know is wrong, look at how you punish that child. Punish that child according to what he has done. Don't think of something that the ex had done someday and then you want to transfer the anger onto that child. That child is not your ex, that child is your blood. So give them punishment correct. Okay, the next thing you want to do is not to ever insult your child using their parents. Some of you be like, yes, you have bad manners. Look at, I never knew that I knew that you were like this, I wouldn't have ever taken you from your mom, or I wouldn't have ever taken you from your dad. You just behave the same way. You have the bad character that your daddy had, or the bad character that, no, that child has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. You're insulting me, not my mother. You're insulting me, not my father. So when you insult a child like that, that child wants to go back to that parent that you insult, to that parent that you're insulting. Why? Because they're like, this parent grew me up all this while. Where was he or where was she? Why is she insulting me now? Please don't do that. It helps push you away from your children. Do not try to separate them like that, because it's never going to work. It's never going to work. It's just going to help you help your child to hate you instead of building a bond. Okay, so those are the things that you will not do, because you have to at some point in time understand that it's a gift and a blessing that you have that child in your life. So let their presence fulfill your own dream of parenting. Do not be the one to inflict pain on your child. Try to draw them closer. Try to find out from them if they are happy. Try to ask them if you are satisfying their emotions. Try to make them tell you who they are. That way you guys can be, living happily. When you get out of your house, maybe you are driving, you're like, oh, my son is back with me and I am being a good parent to her. Don't be a hard-hardened person who doesn't even make a child to be comfortable to come to you with anything that is disturbing them. When you do that, you send your child away. At the end of it, they can even fall into the hands of hoodlums on the street that will even transform them into something that you had never believed. Let us be good parents. Let us, even try harder not to have, broken homes or broken relationships, because they only help to break the morals of your children. So this is what I had for you today. If it's your first time here, kindly subscribe. And if you've been here before, I love you. And you guys should go ahead and tell me the kind of topics that you want me to talk. I'll really appreciate that. I already have some people sending me messages on what they want me. So go ahead and tell me what you want me to talk about in the next video. So I love you all. You give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and then help me share and give me your comments about this below. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.